First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Go ahead.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Underneath for Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Clay Matthews in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate, and in doing so, sent this one off target.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Zoom. Hey, check 26.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
You got 4. Watch safety gun. Safety's creeping. Mike's by 4. Zoom. Get that quarterback.
So that'll back him up 5. After the penalty, it's Jones pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Hey, check 26.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Four down. Jumbo! Check.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And that one good for 16 yards and a 1st.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He comes up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Oko, over here.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He got 29 yards that time. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
2nd and goal from the 1. Rodgers with a keeper, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
6.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
21.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 2nd down.
11. 21.
Garoppolo now. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He's going to get it running right. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big, and that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
We are going. Zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom.
Here's Rodgers. Flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Working from the gun, Rodgers. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, check 26. Yeah, Liz. Good. We are going.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
6. 11.
11. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this 1st half. And the Lions are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
On first down, Garoppolo. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Lions add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-7. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, where y'all going?
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, you got 3 down. No. 319. Watch, hey. Here we go. Keep them deep.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Hey, flex. 3 down. He's crashing. He's checking track. Here we go. 58.
Rodgers now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, check. 3 down. Hey, flex. Go.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. J.J. Watt the one that gets him down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Hey, flex. Zoom.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he will find his man on the outside. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Everyone's got 4 down. Here we go. 58.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Hey, where y'all going? 40's Mike, 40's Mike.
To throw on second down. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hey, easy. Hey, where y'all going? Hey, check 26.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Going right. Watch the edge. Kill. Box it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Bo Scarborough, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 21-15 game. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out now come the Lions. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team. All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
11.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second, and the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
12.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Rodgers now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, after that pickup of a 1st down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
319. He's moving, boys, moving. Zone.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Hoping for a 4th down stop. Instead, they flinch and move the chains.
Flinch, jump, not watching the ball. All the sins that you're not supposed to commit, they come into play there.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jamie Collins. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Zoom. Zip. Jumbo. Hey, 88. I got it.
He'll look to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
He's going to sit right over the middle. Watch the middle. Jumbo! Single.
to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check 24, check 24. Kelly, strong left, Kelly.
Watch the run, watch the run. You're soft, baby, that's baby.
Gun. Jumbo!
Check. 40's Mike, 40's the Mike, 40's the Mike.
That's fine, yeah.
It's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Move it up, fellas. Odd. 5 down. Stand up in.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in